during your time, this was a fortress. During René's time, this was a fortress. What's happened to Manchester United? Just looking at their results here in all competitions, there's a lot of red. There's more red than any other colour there.
Yeah, and I think it's probably more a lack of goals than anything. Well, I say a lack of goals, they conceded a lot of goals as well, so but there's problems all over the pitch. I think results have been an issue here where there's probably more pressure. It can be a little bit more relaxed away from home, but I always think a Manchester United team should be able to score goals. If you can score goals, then you've always got a chance of winning games, but unfortunately the goals just haven't been there.
Whose fault is that? I mean, when you look at Højlund, I know Højlund's on the bench.
Yes.
But are they creating chances for him? About a week and a half ago, Ruben Amorim says the team aren't playing for him. Are they? Are they not? Is he making the right runs? There was an against Sosial, Dalot didn't pass to him. That was highly criticised.
Yeah, that was one incident. Look, Dalot should have crossed that. We all know that. It was a great chance then for Højlund. In other games, I know he's not scored for 18 games, but I haven't...
19 now.
19. I haven't really seen him have chances either, which is a little bit of a concern. I think Bruno's had to go back into central midfield. And Bruno's creative. Bruno can find him. It's whether he's making the right runs. And I think Bruno has to help him. That he's a young centre-forward. He's got the burden and responsibility on his own, really. There's not another centre-forward at the football club, an out-and-out centre-forward. You could class Sirks as that, possibly. But the kid needs help. And I think he can finish. We've seen in Europa League games, especially when he gets chances, he has the composure. He chooses the right finish. He is capable of doing it. At this moment in time, it's not quite happening, and we hope that in the future it will start to happen for him.
When you look at Ruben Amorim, how much pressure do you feel he's under? He said it again, that he won't be given the time that Arteta was given. He said that in December or November, and he said it on Friday once again.
Yeah, no, I saw them comments, but I think he probably needs to. How long's Arteta been there now? 5 or 6 years, maybe?
Yeah.
He needs that type of time. We've gone through so many managers, some really good managers. Think of Jose Mourinho and Louis van Gaal, so-called great manager who hasn't quite worked out for. And we've got to stick with somebody now. I think Amorim's got a great pedigree in Sporting Lisbon. He turned a big club round there as well, and he's got a similar thing to do here. Now look, the competition's a lot more difficult in England, of course it is, but we have to believe in him. We have to hope he's the man who's capable of turning this round.
And do you think the club will stand by that belief as well? I mean, they gave Erik ten Hag a new contract after the FA Cup victory last year. Dan Ashworth came in, he's gone already. I'm just not certain where to stand on this.
I just can't answer that question. I don't know. I don't know what they think upstairs. But at some point, you're going to have to stick with somebody. We hope this is the right man to do that. Who else is out there? I don't know.
Should he put all his eggs in one basket, focus on Europa League? Because you can get Champions League qualification from that. They're not going to, well, all they can hope for is to climb into the top half of the table at this stage.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing they're hoping for now anyway. It's the only thing that's obviously left that they can get them into the Champions League. Being 15th league gives them absolutely no chance. And I agree with the lads, at some point they have to start winning games. He backs himself into a corner, I think, with the formation. He looks like he can't get away from that now, and he's got to somehow find a way of it working. I always think with 3 at the back at Manchester, I never felt it's ever worked. I never felt the club was right for that. Rennie will remember, I think we even tried it a couple of times under Sir Alex. After 10 minutes, it's ripped up and gone.
Why?
I don't know, it's just something, I couldn't tell you, I couldn't give you a reason. In fact, I can give you a reason why it doesn't work for this. I don't think these players are suited to that. I think the 2 wide centre-halves especially have to be really dominant, really quick, really powerful. I don't think they are. I think the middle one you can get away with any centre-half playing in there. But them 2 wide positions are really important, they're pivotal to the way that team plays, and I don't think that the players they've got in at this moment are suited to that.
Well, he's, like René just mentioned, he's really tied himself. He's tethered to playing 3 at the back because he publicly said it. But if he doesn't have the players to do it, and if rumours are to be believed they're struggling financially, does he just take a step back and say, maybe I do need to change formation?
Look, that's up to him, and these managers, they all have different philosophies these days. They think if they go away from that people aren't going to believe in them. But as Franny said, at some point he's got to start winning games and finding points from somewhere. If you carry on with this system and it's not working, you're losing games every week, then eventually you are going to lose your job.
Work, yeah.